Walt Disney Company, along with the rest of Hollywood, they're in a major pickle. Because of that strike that just continues on, they cannot make their movies, and because they can't make their movies, they're having to give up on releasing those movies in 2024. What does it mean? Well, just as we've told you on this channel in the past, it's unlikely that Disney and other companies are going to get to put out those movies that you want to see for the summer. That means an end to summer blockbusters for 2024. And yes, folks, it was only 5 days ago here on the channel we told you that it looked like Deadpool 3 was not going to be able to release in the summer, and now we're getting confirmation of just that. We're going to tell you why it's much, much worse right now. Hello, folks. Welcome back to another video of excellence here on the WDW Pro channel. Joining us is Echo-Based Network Coach and Nick, and they are part of a channel now that has expanded beyond the bounds of the galaxy itself. No longer just Star Wars, covering it all. Gentlemen, welcome.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Thanks for the invite, Pro. Always a pleasure doing a video with you, man.
Narrow of purpose, wide of vision.
Yeah,
that's right. So, real quick before we get into the topic of the day, tell us why Echo-Based Network is expanding its scope out there.
Because funerals eventually have to end.
Yeah.
Whose funeral is it, Coach?
Oh, it is Star Wars.
Yeah.
We are sick of talking about it.
Yeah.
So
especially when it's constantly bad all the time. You know, it's one thing even if they gave us a small nugget of something to be excited about. But literally, since the return of Luke Skywalker, we have gotten nothing.
Nothing.
Zero. Like
you know what's amazing about that too. So we did a video on the channel talking about the fact that with this Galactic Star Cruiser, the hotel down in Disney World, all they had to do was put in Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Princess Leia, Han Solo, etc., and that thing would have been filled for 2 years. They would have been making a killer amount of money, and they stuck by the Kathleen Kennedy vision. And now it's closed, which goes to show you just how far they will go to protect whatever this crazy ideological vision they have. They will go until it cannot go any longer.
You know, Pro, if Disney released a game called All You Had to Do, they would actually start making some profit because people would like to play that.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, let's talk about Disney and its profit issues. This is a big one, folks. As we go into this article, though, let's rewind back just for a moment. And let's hear what we had to say on the channel just 5 days ago about this exact situation. When is it time for us to realize? Now, you know, we talk often as people who are interested in this. You're talking as someone who knows very, at a high resolution, how this all works. When is it time for us to start realizing that the summer box office for 2024 is gone?
Well, I tell you what, I guarantee you the theaters are saying, how many more Taylor Swift things can we put in the schedule because we aren't going to have movies to put in the theaters and sell popcorn.
All right, with that said, here we go. Deadpool 3, Merc with a Mouth, moving off May release date as actor strike shakes up 2024 theatrical schedule. Funny how it is that just 5 days later, it is now coming to be true. This by Anthony D'Alessandro. Here's what it says, and it's worse than it's being relayed. We'll explain in just a moment. In one of the first major blows to the 2024 theatrical release schedule, due to the ongoing actor strike, sources tell us that Marvel Studios' Deadpool 3 won't be making its May 3rd start of summer theatrical release date. Even if the strike ends in the next few weeks, a 2024 restart on the half-finished Deadpool 3 would not get the Ryan Reynolds Hugh Jackman threequel to a May opening date. There's just too much to do in regards to reassembling crew, etc. Note, this is just the beginning for 2024 titles. And folks, that is true. Pay attention. We told you 2024 is going to be catastrophic for the entertainment industry. It is. Other studios have yet to play the game of three-card Monte with their most notable films that are in positions similar to Deadpool 3. Now, here's where it gets interesting, gentlemen. Here's where we're going to chat about it for a moment because it's this is just something that, well, it's going to be interesting to watch. What happens to the start of the summer now? There is a long shot, per sources, that Captain America, Brave New World, but let's go back to the beginning of the sentence. There is a long shot. Now, what does a long shot mean? Is that 1%? Is it 5%? Is it 10%? It's not good. Captain America, Brave New World, of course, that's the what would you say? It's not the Captain America. Exactly.
Captain America.
Exactly. Not the Captain America that you know, although we're not here to say that someone of this ethnicity should not be starring in a Marvel movie. No, we would love to have that. We just think the mantle strategy that Victoria Alonso came up with is flawed, which originally was set for May 3rd and then pushed to July 26th, actually moves back because it's in better shape than Deadpool 3 having finished production. But again, that is a best case long shot scenario. What we're really looking at, the most likely scenario, and this is what Deadpool, being moved out of this spot means, and it's what Deadline is not explicitly saying, but we're going to talk about it. Disney may be vacating the summer because of the Hollywood strike, and other movie companies may also be vacating the summer. In fact, what we are now looking at, and the longer the strike goes on, so we're currently going towards Halloween with the strike, no end in sight. We're at the point now where folks are saying, are there any movies that we're going to get? Now, maybe we'll get like a few. But if this goes on farther, then we could look at a summer where there are simply none, zero, no big movies coming out for the summer. And that is going to be, well, that will be different. And that will be not only catastrophic to the entertainment industry, but after the pandemic, this could kill theaters. Coach, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, people aren't very unhappy that Disney is not putting theaters or movies in the theater.
That's a great point.
We just aren't looking forward to things that they're giving us. It stands to reason that Disney would be pumping the brakes right now. They should, whether it has to do with the strike, the ongoing, continuing strike and all that, or just the fact that they're losing money every single time they come out with a project. So now, ironically, the one thing that they've got coming that as a fan I would be looking forward to would be Deadpool 3. That's the one thing that they've got on the horizon that I'm like, yes, that actually has a chance to be really good. It's a good franchise. Ryan Reynolds does a fantastic job. The fact that you've got Wolverine going to make an appearance in this movie and be a big part of it, like there's going to be a lot of interest in this movie. And so it's a shame, but it couldn't happen to a better company than Disney. Push it back. Now they're losing the profit there. And, the same thing is happening with their shows, with their movies, a declining interest, a declining stock price. And I don't think that fans are going to be upset about it at all. It just mirrors the fact that so many people are leaving Disney Plus and abandoning the brand altogether.
Great points all. Nick, when it comes to these release dates now, the best case apparently is for Deadpool to release at the very end of summer, which is typically sort of the graveyard, right? You release the bad movie that you still wanted to release in the summer at the very end of July because then all the kids are going back to school. So already that's limiting. The other option is you hold on to Deadpool all the way until the holiday season. But if you hold on to Deadpool until the holiday season, what that means is that you're not going to release the other holiday movie that you were going to release whenever Deadpool's going to take that spot. And that would mean that you have a cascade of movies all moving back out into 2025. So this could be really bad, Nick, not only, for Disney, but all the companies out there. What do you think about theaters? How are they going to hang in there after the pandemic was already just, nearly a KO? I mean, theaters barely hung on. We're talking about Redditors were saving the theaters, right? Wall Street Bets was saving the theaters. How are they going to handle this?
Yeah. Real quick, is my mic okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Sound good? Okay. All right. So, everybody's known about the writer's strike, actor's strike for a while, and it's been predicted, and everybody's been saying this thing, I thought it would end to the end of this year for the writers and actors. The fact that the writers one kind of got situated somewhat, I guess, and the actors one hasn't, that one could still go on into the winter months. But everybody already knew as soon as that happened, this 2024 season was going to be completely screwed. Now, the best bet, is for sure for Deadpool 3. If you cannot hit that May release time, you've got to push that to the holiday season. In theaters, not only is the industry going to suffer because of these strikes in the 2024 year, theaters are definitely going to struggle because there's not going to be as much stuff coming out. I know there's a couple studios that are holding some stuff back, and they're going to try to stretch out the release time, kind of even it out so it's, you know, not such a harsh, you know, backlash or from the strikes and stuff, you know, financially. But yeah, it's not good. It's not good for the theaters. It's not good for the studios. But you know, it is what it is. You know,
Nick, they may need more T-Swift. T-Swift may have to come save them again.
Yeah. If I was them, I'd definitely try to push for at least a July release for Deadpool 3. If they could hit like July, even mid-July, you know, before kids start going back to school. If not, man, you definitely got to hang on to that to the holiday season.
Well, let's demonstrate for the folks out there exactly how bad this is. Coach, go ahead with your thought, and then we'll examine what makes it through.
I just want to offer a quick prediction. I know that if Rebel Moon is the kind of movie that we're anticipating it being, Part 2 will hit the theater April 19th. I would not be surprised if they don't push that back for a summer release, and that will be a punch right in Disney's mouth if it does what it's capable of doing.
And you're talking about, by the way, a franchise now that was intended originally to be a Star Wars property that Kathleen Kennedy rejected, right?
And in that very same franchise, when they made the decision to make a show, a non-Star Wars show, the producer said, Frank Star Wars, if you know what I mean.
I think I know who Frank is.
Everybody does at this point.
here's what I think is going to actually happen. This is going to become a summer of CGI. Watch this. So because of the strike, Deadpool 3, unlikely to make it. Then we go to May 10th. May 10th, we've got my ex-friend's wedding. I have no idea. I don't care. It's so small. Who cares?
I can't wait.
And no offense if anybody's looking forward to that. We're talking about the size of what this will pull for the market. So, you know, it's off our radar. We go to May 24th. Furiosa. I doubt Furiosa will make the date. Garfield. Well, Garfield might because of the CGI thing. If maybe it will. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, no way. Coming out June 7th, Ballerina, probably not. The Watchers, also probably not. Again, folks, because they can't make these movies. They haven't been making these movies now in months and months. Coming out June 14th, Bad Boys 4, almost certainly not. Inside Out 2, yes, they'll get that one out. June 28th, Horizon, an American Saga. I actually think this one was finished with production, so it may make it. Horoscope. Don't know on that one. Doubt it, though. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2. I think that they may make that one, actually. We go to July 3rd. Despicable Me 4 will make it. Mufasa the Lion King. Absolutely. Then we get to Venom 3 on July 12th. Nope. Twisters on July 19th. Very unlikely. July 26th. Captain America Brave New World. We've already heard that it's optimistic at best that this thing comes out even in the summer. And that's the summer. So what do we have? We have Tom Cruise, a Western, and a whole lot of cartoons. That is how bad the summer for 2024 could be. And I think it could be a total shift in entertainment. I don't know how the theaters are going to survive when their biggest months are completely eradicated from the books. So not good at all. And I think it really, now we have to start asking, you know, how long can the actors hold out and devastate their industry? Because that's really what is happening now, is that there's no way around this. The longer this goes on, the more they are eradicating everything. And by the way, this is the thing the actors may not be considering, although maybe they are. They are going to move all the power into streaming. So we're all going to be watching stuff from home if the theaters close. And that wipes out the communal experience that we used to all have, where we put down our political viewpoints, we put down our, the divisions that hold us back from one another, and we all went to the theaters. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Christians, non-Christians, Buddhists, Hindus, whoever have you, people of all backgrounds, ages, races, ethnicities, we went to the movies. We all enjoy popcorn, it turns out. And that's going to be gone. So, guys, walk me through real quick. What do you think happens to society as we end going to the movies potentially if we really crater everything?
I think it's going to have a terrible effect, a terrible impact, because the movie theater is such a large part of our culture. During my entire lifetime, over 4 decades now, it has been a sacred, magical experience so many times.
Except for the back row of the theaters. That is a magical time as well. But
Oh yeah.
Hey, sometimes those
And
back
sticky.
rows in the theaters are a good time. I'm just saying.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
If you walk out of the theater and there's popcorn all over your back as a 17 or 18-year-old, people are like, I know what's happened here. You'll never get that popcorn off.
But I know what you're saying, Pro. And the thing is like, even no matter what happens with Hollywood, with the releases, the damage that is being done at the cinema, it's still going to make a comeback. Eventually, things will shift. This thing moves in cycles, and it will make a comeback. Maybe we're in a situation where it needs to be hurt. Maybe
that's a good point.
Hollywood will improve.
Okay.
Maybe they will start playing to the crowd a little bit more and making things and take certain messages and agendas out of their storytelling and just have good, wholesome entertainment again. And that could revamp the entire industry.
Nick, let's talk about how bad it could hurt.
Yeah.
Here's just how, to the degree to which this could hurt. We've got the Marvels coming out. The Marvels is on track. It's getting worse, by the way. I mean, we've been talking about it. It's every time a new projection comes out, it's worse.
Below 70 right now, right?
So yeah. So we are just piling on at this point. This is a disaster. Nick, we're talking about the Marvel entertainment juggernaut that has been for the past 15 years.
Yeah.
Having the Marvels be the most recent film all the way until maybe the holidays of 2024. You're talking about a full year of sitting there in failure. Will there be any excitement at all left for some of these movies when they finally make it to the screen? Or do you think it makes us more excited to see Deadpool 3 and say, please, we need a palate cleanser. We've had this terrible thing for a year now.
I think for a lot of people out there, I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, finally, this movie's coming out. Like Deadpool 3 is one of those. Like I'm really looking forward to that movie. It's really the only Marvel movie I'm really looking forward to at all, just because Hugh Jackman's back. Now, I've heard some of the rumors with it and all that sort of stuff, which I'm not going to get into. And if they're true, then it's probably going to completely suck. But fingers crossed it doesn't. I've been waiting to see Hugh Jackman Wolverine and like Wolverine from the X-Men, not like, another version of Wolverine, but we'll see what happens. And Deadpool together. I've been waiting for this. I wanted to see Hugh Jackman Wolverine in with the Avengers. I wanted to see that universe get brought in. So some of those I think will still do well, but some of them probably not so much. And with more and more people moving to just watching stuff on streaming and the cost of, like, I don't know if you've gone to the theater lately or got a family and kids and gone to the theater as a whole family. It's not cheap. It's not cheap like back in the day.
That's why that back row's empty.
Yeah, and the dollar theaters don't exist anymore, or at least I don't know of any, which is what we used to go to when we were growing up. But there
used to be some janky theaters out there that you could pay $1 and go enjoy air conditioning. Yeah,
exactly. And the thing is, like the movie theaters and the studios, they're kind of in that symbiotic relationship. They help each other. They make money from the entertainment they're making, and having the theaters out there makes the studios more money. And if theaters are going to be shutting down because they can't pay the bills and nothing's coming out, that's going to hurt the studios. Because throwing all this stuff to streaming, that's also expensive, and not everybody's on every single streaming service. So it's all around bad for everybody.
And then inflation at the same time. Hitting us all right in the wallet.
Yeah.
This phase 5 dive, it's never going to end, apparently. We're just going to be in the phase 5 dive forever because we can't make new movies. And then on top of that, our sources have told us that after Deadpool 3, they were wanting to do like a Wolverine Hugh Jackman team up with Spider-Man bring Spidey and Wolverine together to get them through this until they can reboot the whole thing. Tom Holland's going to be 40 years old before we finally get that to happen. Hugh Jackman's going to be walking out there with a little cane. I wonder if it comes with claws. It'd be cool. All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you for stopping by, and we're wishing you all the success in the world with your channel and with what you guys are trying new with that. I know that the algorithms on YouTube, they don't like it when you branch off and do something new. It really, really likes it if you just keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Star Wars has put you in a position where that just is not going to work well.
Yeah.
Tell us what's coming up on your channel in the near future that people can look forward to.
Well, we live stream every Saturday night at 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's usually myself and Nick, and many other people and friends come by and join us as well. It's the real deal show. We have a lot of fun doing it, and anything else in the news that we see that me and Nick have the conversation. We're making 2 videos tonight to release over the weekend. So anything that we think is worthy of our time in making a video, we just don't want to make a video about anything. It's got to be something that we're passionate about, something that we care about. So
how long until we get that disc golf channel?
No, that's just for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mix fun and business. Understand. Yeah. All right, folks, make sure you go check out Echo Based Network. Click on the names down in the video description below.
Thank you.
Go check out all of their fabulous content. You are going to love it. You'll be subscribing right away. We hope indeed. All right, folks, like, share, subscribe, and when you click it, you stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. Let us know. Do you think that we were on the money with the Deadpool 3 cancellation/delay? Or did you think that, everybody knew that was coming and, Pro, you just got a little lucky? You're just making it up as you go. Let us know down below. We'll take it all. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
This is Wilton the Troll reporting for That's Park Place, and I'm surrounded by loving and adoring people who are peacefully trying to make sure that poor kids aren't cold in the winter. And just behind me, you can see a totally natural bonfire for baking cookies or making marshmallows.
Yeah, so, Wilson, we're really appreciate the effort and stuff, but we're looking for real and, accurate news reporting on that Park Place.
So not like most news outlets, huh?
No.